Yeah. There we go. Okay. What I'm going to do is, Emma's your group leader, is that right? Or your communicator?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to make you co-host, and I will let you share your work with me, and then you can read it out loud, and we can go over it and make comments.
Yes. How do I know
It-
what?
it-
Share.
you need to open whatever it is you've got, and then you click on share screen, and then you need to select whatever document or screen it is you want to look at it, us to look at.
Oh, okay. So like I want to share like a Word document, but it's like I cannot.
Have you opened it already? Is it open on your computer?
Yes.
Okay. And you click on share screen.
Sure. Yes. And now it asks me what I want to share, but like there's no Word document. There's only like Safari, whiteboard,
Do you have a
or
lot of things open on your computer?
no, no, I don't.
Huh. All right. Well, um, why did you just email it to me real quick? Or I think there's a way. I think you drop it in the chat as an attachment, one or the other.
I'm gonna send you this by email if you want, like.
Okay, whatever's easiest for you.
Okay. Okay. When, Normally I sent it to you.
Okay, I just got it. Okay. All right. And let me. Well, I feel your pain.
What?
Oh, I see what happens. When you do that, there's a little thing on the bottom right that says show all windows, and you scroll down and it'll let you have more. So I see that now. Okay, can you see that? Is that your all's description?
Yes.
Okay. So you want to read it out loud to me?
All right, sounds good. So our agency, the Coastal Bend Food Bank, was founded in 1982 and is a 501c3 nonprofit organization which considers 150 entities throughout 11 counties in South Texas. Its main mission is to fight hunger and promote wellness through food distribution, nutrition education, and social services. The CBFB is applying for $10,000 from, or I just corrected it, $5,000 from the Earl Sam Foundation to increase the amount and distribution of fresh produce to elderly clients. The distribution program will be conducted by the existing mobile pantry program of the CBFB, which has 27 distribution sites in the 11 county service area, and whose mission is to distribute food items, including fresh produce, monthly to elderly living in rural areas and small cities that do not have local help.
Okay. What's y'all's self-assessment? How well do you think you did? And that's not a loaded question. I ask everybody.
I think it's pretty good, but I don't know. I just like we based on ourselves on the samples, like grand samples you read. So
yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I would suggest that now there's nothing wrong with what you did, but most grants have a separate section for about the agency or a description. So if you didn't have a chance to do that, that's fine. But you could just begin with this part right here as
okay.
well. Applying for it's $5,000, right?
Yes,
trying to
correct.
make the change that you got from the Earl Sam's, it is plural, foundation to increase the amount and distribution of fresh produce to elderly clients. Distribution is conducted, but how are you going to do it? The mobile pantry company of CBFB, which has 27 distribution sites in the 11 county service area. And his mission is to distribute food items, including fresh produce, monthly to elderly living in rural areas and small cities that do not. Well, I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward. If you want, and again, you also don't know how much room you've got. I mean, sometimes they'll give you a chance to write several pages about it. Sometimes it'll be on a form that you've got a very small area. Which grant is y'all's? Y'all doing Bank of America?
No, like the Earl Sam's
The
Foundation.
Earl Sam's, yeah. So let's just real quick, I'm going to stop sharing. Let's get on the Sam's webpage and see how much room they give you. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. I am in Chicago right now, in case y'all don't know. So you'll see I've got all these weird things I've been Googling. So sorry for the bean. The other class was telling me, oh, you guys need to go to the bean. And I'm like, what's the bean? So let's just look up Earl Sam's Foundation. Are y'all seeing this? The Earl Sam's
Yes.
data here is okay. Grants. Grant guidelines. Grant applications in Word format. Okay. Now I'm going to have to stop sharing. I have to open that because one of the weird things about Zoom is it won't let me. Oh, wait. It won't let me minimize when I'm. Why won't you let me minimize? Won't let me minimize while I'm recording. Okay. Sorry about this. I know it's exciting for you to watch me do this, but it's a Zoom problem. I promise I know what I'm doing. Let's get the downloads here. Okay. Right now, let me get back to y'all and see if it's going to let me. Okay, y'all seeing this?
Yes.
Okay, so we got the grant application. Yada yada, a lot of data y'all need to fill in. Purpose of the request. Why is the program? Why is it unique? See, so like something like this, that what you've done in the first part, you would put here, the information about the food bank. So let's just say we took what you've already written. Let me get back into that another one. And into in there. Yeah, you'd still have a little bit of room to work on it if you wanted to add more. Again, nothing wrong with what you did, but since you've done, but since you've got the opportunity to add more data, what could you add?
Maybe a little bit more about the mobile pantry program.
A little bit more data about the mobile pantry program as well. Might not hurt to list what the counties are. I know it was weird, but did you get that selfie I sent of my T-shirt that had the map? I was like, that's the way I had the data. So anyway, these counties include And yeah, but a little bit more about the pantry program, how it works. Maybe listing the county areas as well. So, because you got the room to do it. But yeah, that's really, I mean, you don't want to pad it. You want to do fluff. You want to do bottom line up front. You're saying exactly what you need and exactly what, what you want it for. You do a little bit more about sort of how that foods gets distributed. If you want to talk about the mobile pantry and how it works, if you want to even talk about, as Robert talked about in the video, where it comes, from, it either comes from, actually, I probably wouldn't say a lot of it there. A lot of this because it can get complicated, but comes from largely contracts with local growers in the Rio Grande Valley, as Robert talked about in the video. If you want to look at that, it's taken to Corpus Christi, it's divided up, and it's distributed through these mobile pantries that are largely affiliated with organizations in the small communities where they serve, things like that, and then just list the counties. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really, I don't have a whole lot more to add other than that there's some opportunities to add some more data, if you can find it without just BSing, because you don't want to do that. You don't want to do like you do in freshman English and just there are many worlds, and things like that as well. But yeah, I think you're in good shape.
And for example, the first part of the description that we made, where would it be in the?
It's going to go summarize
okay.
the organization history, mission, and goals. So
I think that would have been group B. Group A. I don't remember.
It's like the need statement.
Well, the
inside.
needs. This one was right here is why is it unique? Why is it needed? That would be the need statement there. Yeah, I don't really have anybody working on organization history yet, but since you've already got it 2/3 written, I'll probably let you all have that job. So since you've already done a lot of it, so okay. But that's really all I've got. I don't know if you have other questions or not, but I feel like you're in good shape. You've been working hard. You've been meeting the deadlines, and I know it's a little bit disorienting because we're all doing this little tiny part of a much larger project and probably don't see fully what this one little task I'm doing is going to fit in. But I promise when you put it all together, you'll see, oh, I see how it fits in. And we're going to have a good grant that I think has a reasonable chance of getting funded. So I thank you for that. So, anything else?
No.
Okay, well, I will hang out in case any of y'all have questions you want to ask me individually. But other than that, I will say goodbye and thank you for your time. And you'd be considerably warmer than I am right now.
Okay.
Well, bye now.
Bye. Have a good day.
You take care.